How's it going, Goat Squad? Scapegoat here, and today we are talking about one of the greatest things to happen to Yu-Gi-Oh! Thus far. Earlier today, we were given support in the form of the official Yu-Gi-Oh! Remote Duel Discord server, which remote dueling is kind of Konami's 2009 answer to the 2020 global crush card catastrophe we have going on currently. Nonetheless, the announcement of the Discord server itself is a very big forward step for Konami as a business, since they don't really have too much of a good history of being transparent with their players. This marks a changing point, giving us the official means to converse and duel with friends, and even more so at the tournament level. A very big move for Konami, perhaps a step closer towards an official licensed dueling platform, which we all desire. Well, with that being said, let's inspect the rise and the fall of the official Yu-Gi-Oh! Discord server. We start off with an announcement made earlier today, reiterating the steps of how to simulate a remote duel, which, once again, majority of us were making fun of with such remarks as, "We seriously have to do this?" and "Is the Slifer Red Jacket included?" jokingly. When we read a little bit further into it, we see some new information. Starting immediately, tournaments can be arranged by OTSs, in which they are to use the official Discord server as the main tool to run these tournaments. Not only that, they were going to be sanctioned events with prize pools, including OTS packs, and that also goes for this, as well as Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, Legacy of the Duelist, and the Vrains one too. Well, that's actually great news. Players missed out on dueling these last few months, and we can start to slowly integrate dueling back into our society with this. The only issue being there's quite a paywall behind it. Not only are you required to have your deck pre-built, you're also required to have some of the following: a webcam, a PC, and or a smart device that can connect to Discord. So how do we start? Well, you'll need to create a Discord account and join in order to play. So great, let's see what's in store for us. I'd like to note that the server and the pictures have changed quite a bit since taken. Obviously the server is now closed, so a lot of things have been deleted or altered, so just take that with a grain of salt. These were taken at the time of after deletion and some during, so there's going to be some missing or added detail. So some of the items have been deleted from the server and it is now closed, but why is it closed? Well, we can try to make some assumptions, but we are first welcome to a country select screen, which had the option for us to utilize a bot to input our language and country preference for dueling. So far so good. What's next? The next channel involves the welcome screen, showing users the server rules, which are your typical run-of-the-mill rules. Be respectful, be honest, don't promote your unlicensed dueling simulators. Sure. That's all fine, and one of the neat things hidden among these rules is that anyone who has acquired their YCS Top 32 was allowed to have a special role in the chat. Usually these involve being promoted above others in the online section and have a special color change to your name if you're lucky. More on that later. In addition to that, we see the How to Remote Duel channel, which it will go a little more in depth with the rules and how to play, which we were semi-familiar with, but nothing too new is here for the veteran duelists. We see now the Find Your Store server. This was likely to assist with finding your OTS store to help in the play in your organized events. Aside from that, there's not much else. One of the final channels is the announcement channel, and as you can imagine, this is where the announcements are made, and it doesn't really look like there's many aside from this one, which is quoted as saying, "Thank you very much for your support and interest in the official Yu-Gi-Oh! Remote Duel Discord server. We are glad duelists from all around the world are excited about playing with one another online through our channel. However, due to technical difficulties with the server and our store list, we will be closing the server and we will not allow new users into the server. We will make a new announcement when the server will relaunch, and a new link will be posted on our website and social media channels. Thank you so much for understanding." Well, that was fast. But issues with the store list were understandable, but there were other kinks that needed to be worked out, which I doubt were foreseen with launching the server. But before that, we quickly take a look at the final viewable server channel involved with finding tournaments, and it was likely related to, as you can imagine, finding tournaments, which were the OTSs that you normally attend. Well, what else is wrong with the server? Well, for starters, as you can imagine, with the quickly growing 600 plus people and a lack of maturity, there was a ton of spam, trolls, and non-compliance in the chat. There were some neat channels that were used for critiquing products and services, essentially giving us the opportunity to have an official open forum and a means of feedback, which was used as a half intended and half used to shitpost. In addition to that, we also had decklist sharing as well as other forums and channels that weren't being used as intended. The decklist channel in specific was pretty much being used as a general chat as opposed to talking about decklists and so forth. Aside from that, we are shown the Yugi Discord admins and mods. And is that Jerome? Alright. As well as some judges. Light Phoenix? That sounds familiar. And below that, you can catch a glimpse of the top 32 roles awarded to the most prestigious and or lucky players. Next, we catch a glimpse of Yugitubers and their role and color, which is nearly if not identical to a regular member's color. Maybe that's something that could be changed in the future. I asked the admin Johnny of the requirements for obtaining the Yugituber role, as it is the only obtainable role that one could not obtain via a application, and I was graciously met with a reply saying that you have to be invited to the said position at this time, implying that in the future there could be an application process similar to the top 32 role. Essentially, as it is for now, they cherry pick it, but after doing some research in the Yugitubers that have said role, they range anywhere from subscribers between 2,000 and 65,000, and I'm looking at you, Farfa. Lastly, we see a few more of the channels that were removed, namely the voice channel. Well, let's see who's in here. We have Dzeef, that's pretty nice. Doug's already in it. Who else? Dzeef. I see what they're doing. Oh, and Team Samurai X. I see. With that, we close the first chapter of this tale of the official Yu-Gi-Oh! Remote Duel Discord server. It was quoted that it will be returning, likely after working out the current flaws, but honestly, they're 100% going in the right direction, and at least they tried. It's better to see a company try and fail and redo something rather than them not trying at all. So I graciously appreciate the forward thinking currently going on and eagerly await the return of the Discord so I can continue to spam my emotes. What, everybody's doing it. You're telling me if you had access to these emotes, you wouldn't post them all the time? Well, I have good news for you. There's a shameless plug inbound. By subscribing to me on Twitch or joining my Discord, you are able to use these set emotes. We are currently having a prize for the giant Scapegoat plush that is famously seen in my background and on my channel. All you have to do for that is be a follower on my Twitch and a subscriber to my YouTube. In addition to that, this channel is going to start having regular ran tournaments using regular meta, all the rules, the ban list, and all that stuff. And the prizes are going to be as such, like the Toei original Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck box, the golden one. I'll post pictures on the screen. The original OCG spell counters, as well as Blackwing counters, Karibo tokens, playmats, and more. If you're interested in that or any of that, feel free to check out all my social media below in the bio. And that's it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And for those who didn't get a chance to partake in the Discord, it was honestly a pretty cool experience to be there for the first few hours, and it kind of felt surreal to have Konami have such a platform for us to just be in and converse as a regular community and talk and have our voices heard for any complaints or any suggestions we have for them. But that's it for me, Goat Squad. Scapegoat out. Hey, is that Jerome? Oh, what are you playing?